So start the shawl by chaining 13. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. What I do is to follow a diagram, I just outline the part that I did. So you did that first part now. And now you have to make a slip stitch in the first stitch to close that and make it a round. Then you chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you turn the work, and I actually brings this end into the work right away. Then you have a less weaving to do. You do a double crochet, a chain, and a double crochet, a chain, and then you do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And now your work looks like this. Now, according to the diagram, this is your work. These are the 9 chains we did, and these are the double crochets, and I finish with the 3 double crochets. So next row, or the turn, you do turn your work with 3 chains, a double crochet, and a double crochet, a chain, and then you do a double crochet 2 together. So this is half a double crochet, and in the chain you do the next half of the double crochet, so your work looks like this. And then you pull through all 3 of them. So when you have this stitch, in the pattern, this is what you do. You do this double crochet together. Then you do a double crochet in the double crochet, and the pattern all the way up is such that you do a chain and a double crochet under this 9 chain ring, and you do that 4 times every time. So I did it once, chain, double crochet, chain, double crochet, chain, double crochet. Now your work looks like this. So this is the first part, and this is where you increase the shawl a lot, and this small double crochet together is the decrease, so you get this tilt in the pattern, and you get this nice triangular shape towards the end. So I'm just gonna line that. Now we have to do row number 1, 2, 3. We start that with 9 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you don't start in the first one, you start in the second double crochet. You crochet in the stitch, and you do crochet in the chains inside the pattern. All the way back like this, chain a single chain, and this edge you do 3 double crochets. Just going to pull a little yarn. Now your work looks like this. I'm just going to cross out this line that we just did. Actually, and then I'm going to chain 3. Turn your work. Do 2 double crochets, and that's how you turn every time. Do a single crochet, and then you do a double crochet 2 together, reducing 1 stitch, go all the way to the end. So you do the half double crochet, half double crochet, and you pull through, and then you stitch all the way with the double crochet. It doesn't matter how much crochet I've done, I am continuously fond of doing double crochet. It's really nice, and once you get the handle of this pattern, slowly you're going to recognize the starting and the tilt, or the increase in the tilt, and then it's not going to be that difficult for you to actually work it. So here at the end we again do a chain, a double crochet, and repeat that 4 times. Chain, double crochet under, chain, double crochet under, chain, double crochet under, and a chain and a double crochet under. Now I'm doing it under this increase for a very specific reason. When you finish the shawl, you'll have these big holes here, and what you do, you can either you can do it as you go. You can just pull these stitches down, pull these stitches down, You can do that as you go, but when you start wearing the shawl, it's going to stretch like this nicely. And this hole here, because this is the top of the shawl, this hole here is gonna, this one is not going to be that visible, so it hides almost within the shawl. But as you work the shawl up to become larger, you see that these holes will be much less, here they're quite dominating the expression of the pattern, or the shawl, and that will change once you worked the full size of the pattern and you start wearing it, because it's going to stretch. So again, here you chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you do a double crochet, not in the first one, but in the second one. You always turn your work like that. I'm just going to line, we did this one, yeah. So the next row, you do a chain, and then you do a double crochet. And then you finish with the double crochet all the way back to the edge. Let's see here. Just finish with the double crochets all the way to the edge. Do a single crochet and 3 double crochets. Actually, this hook is it's a little sharp here when you work in a wool like I'm doing right now. But this is by far the thickest yarn in my stash, so that's why I'm working this instruction in this yarn. Now you reach the end, and then you do a single crochet, and you do, sorry, that was a chain. And you do the 3 double crochets like this. There you are. Just gonna, if you haven't caught on to that, when you do these 3 chains, I always do the double crochet in the top chain, and I pick up 2 pieces of yarn like this. Just gonna do that again. Have the stitch, it looks something like this. Just get in there and grip it, turn it a little, and get those 2 top. So you have 2 pieces of yarn on your hook. Of course, you have to remember that you're doing a double crochet, so you have to wrap the yarn around your needle, and then you pull it through like this. Turn with 3 chains. So now I am also memorizing the diagram slowly again. So your starting point looks like this. You just keep working the chains, the double crochets and the turns, like I've shown you here in the diagram. And I'm just gonna you've worked the entire shawl, you go to the finish, and I'm just going to show you how to finish up the edges of the shawl.